wrote all the tablature, and he's done just a million things. Played with Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys back from 63 to 66 or 7, 3-4 years he was with Bill. 5 o'clock. Any of y'all that's interested in some banjo picking, 5 o'clock, Bill's going to be back here, and he's going to do about a 1-hour banjo workshop. Both today and tomorrow at 5, he'll be here then also. All right, if you would, make welcome the fabulous Bill Keith and the All-Stars.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you all. I didn't think I'd be wearing 4 layers of clothing down here in sunny Florida, but I'm sure happier to be here than up in New York where it's below 0. I came all the way down from New York, and boy, are my arms tired. Well, I'm very fortunate to have some good friends and wonderful musicians up on stage with me. I've been seeing the Clark family at various places, at IBMA and the Spigma Convention in Nashville, and been admiring their talents as a family and individually too. Wonderful musicians, and they've been so kind as to take the big risk of coming up on stage with me this afternoon. And well, because unlike many of the groups that you'll see at this festival, we're not really a group that has had a chance to play music together for a long time and to learn the ins and outs of some complicated tunes, and so it's kind of hard in a way to come in and put together something which is worthy of presenting to you folks. And so I say that in advance. We'll do our best here and play some tunes. We hope you enjoy them. And it's a good tune for me to warm up on, because warming up is the order of the day.
Amen.
Is a little tune that Earl Scruggs wrote called the Flint Hill Special. And we'll see how fast we can do this with the high viscosity blood. Here we go with a little Flint Hill. thank you very much. Another tune that I really enjoyed, and not to play favorites too much, a nice tune by Don Reno. Similar chord changes, but different tune, different title. This is called the Dixie Breakdown. Dixie Breakdown. 1, 2. Well, let's switch gears here a little and play some in A. Of course, all the banjo pickers out know there, it's all about the same. You just put this thing on here and pretend you're in G, and I'd like to play a couple of tunes that I had the honor of recording with Bill Monroe 30-odd years ago. Actually, there were some even years in there too, but most of them were odd, I have to admit. And some years I didn't break even, but they're all behind me now. Here they are. This is a tune that made its way across the Atlantic. It's an old traditional tune among the Irish, and over there was known as the Dale among the Tailors, the Devil among the Tailors. And when it got to this side of the pond, as they say so poetically, it was called The Devil's Dream. Well, I hope he never wakes up. Anyway, here's a little bit of The Devil's Dream as recorded by Bill Monroe, and I hope I can remember how it goes. Oh, good. 3, 4. you. Well, if you'll excuse me,
Go for it. Go for it.
I have to have a sip of this coffee, warm my hands up on the container a little bit.
Who's that anyway?
Well, you know,
No, this shit, no.
I'd like them to sing too, but we didn't run over any
That's
vocals.
right. Yeah.
We didn't rehearse anything. This is going to be, you have to get used to it now. This is going to be all instrumentals because if people know me for my, you know, some people that don't know me well ask me, well, when are you going to sing a song? I'll tell you, people that know me well, they never ask. And there's a good reason for that. And I don't want to prove it to you now that I'm not a singer. So we're going to stick to something that we kind of know how to do. And
That's good.
I'm always attracted to the instrumental side of the music, not being so blessed with the vocal equipment. But I do enjoy playing behind singers, and maybe before the weekend's up, we'll have a chance to do a little singing too. But this will be Shenandoah Valley Break. We could take a vote. But, all right. Hey, we got one on our side. This is a dance tune, actually. It's a square dance tune that comes from the state of Virginia. And it's another tune that I recorded with Bill Monroe. And I appreciated, really felt honored that he asked me to record these tunes in this style, which was new to the music back there in 1963. And it sort of gave his stamp of approval on it, and that meant a lot to me. And so, a little bit of the Shenandoah Valley Breakdown, and I see there's still a little room out on the dance floor if you'd like to get out and cut a rug. We'll bring a rug out specially for you if you want to cut it. Let's see, I think this tune goes something like this. Here we go, Shenandoah Valley Breakdown. 2, 3. strike a string?
Yeah, don't switch it.
A string?
Nothing.
Oh.
I had to blow his nose.
Well, I thought he broke a string or something serious like that, but, I want to go no further before thanking folks up on stage here. This is Gene Labrie on the bass.
Yeah, Gene.
And you know, it says a lot for bluegrass music that people that have never met can get together and play tunes that they know. I think that's a wonderful thing about this music. And in fact, Gene and I met briefly yesterday, and then we got together a little bit this morning, and here we are playing music for you. And there's hardly another kind of music where you could do that. And it means I think it means that the social part of bluegrass is one of the biggest benefits, or the positive aspects to me. It's music that can bring people together, and you can make friends quickly, and sometimes they're friends for life. And and we owe all that to Bill Monroe, and I'd like to give him a big hand. Two more tunes. We're running short of time already, and we're only about halfway into the list. But we can't argue with the guy who has the switch back there, because he just pulls the switch and we're out of here. So two more tunes. That means one if I do a lot of talking, so I better shut up. We got... let's try that Panhandle Rag. That's a slow tune. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Here's a tune, a western swing kind of tune, the Panhandle. It must be referring to the Texas Panhandle, or I don't. Maybe it's the Florida Panhandle. Who knows? But it ain't the one in my kitchen. Panhandle Rag. 1, 2, 3. I keep forgetting to give Adam a second break because he's got some stuff on that mandolin, and I want to give him a chance to show you all what he can do. But like the guy said, we've got one more song, and there's an old folk song that means a lot to me, and it comes from Scotland originally. And it was collected by, not written by, although many think it was, Robert Burns. Robbie Burns, the Scots national treasure. He was He was a writer of poetry, but he also collected songs that were passed along in the oral tradition around him, and this is one of them. It was a long time before I knew what the title meant, because it's in Old English and nobody speaks that around where I live. It really means times long since past, the old times long since gone, and long since is lang syne, so old lang syne is this. And I'd like to do a little introduction to the tune, and then we'll break into the tempo, and it goes something like this. Sing along if you want to. Thank you very much. Adam Clark on the mandolin, and Alan Clark on guitar.
And Bill Keith on the banjo. Give him a hand, folks.
Gene Labrie on the bass. Thanks a lot.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to be done, ladies and gentlemen. And at 5 o'clock, y'all come back in. He's going to put a workshop on right here on this stage. And by the way, Bill Keith's tapes are right down there on that table with the Delmonico tablecloth on it.